Hey you guys, I wanted to tell you a story about how Because Glutes got started. It starts back in November of last year when I went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for NPC Nationals to compete for my pro card. And one of my very best friends, Jasmine Schmalhaus, Jazzy Things, came with me to support me and just be my best friend while we were in Florida while I was competing. And there was a lot of intensity, a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure. I felt pretty anxious about this competition. There was a lot at stake, and I really, really wanted that pro card, and this was my last chance for the year to get it. So we went to Fort Lauderdale, and the day of the competition came, prejudging came, and that prep had been a little bit difficult for me emotionally and physically. I had to push harder than I had to push for other competitions, and I just never really felt like I was my very best for some reason. I looked really good, but I felt like I'd been leader for other shows, and I just felt a little bit insecure about my physique for that show. And so I was backstage at prejudging, feeling a little afraid, wanting to win so much, but afraid that maybe I wasn't lean enough, wasn't good enough. And I remember being backstage, looking at all the other girls in my class, and thinking, wow, these girls look amazing. They're all amazing. They've all won first place at their local competition or have been doing nationals for 1 or 2 years. Some of these girls had definitely had their experience on the stage, and this was my third national show. I'd been competing for 8 months, and their little tiny waists were so small, and because I'm just kind of more straight up and down, and I don't wear a squeam, so I don't have a small waist in comparison to some of these other girls genetically. And that was a huge insecurity spot for me. I would look at their tight little waists and feel, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And they were all so small, but then some of them would turn around and have totally flat booties. And genetically, and because I do tons and tons and tons of squats, and my coach, Shane Hughley, is such a huge advocate of leg day and squats and glutes, that I had gone to that show with the best glute package I'd ever had. So I was really excited about that. And I was texting Jazzy Things. She's out in the audience, and I'm backstage, and I'm texting her, and I'm saying, I'm afraid I want to win so bad at this show, and I just don't think that I have what it takes to win. But then I told her how the one area of confidence that I had in myself at that moment was my glutes. And if you know bikini competitions and you are a bikini competitor, you know how important glutes are. They are everything. They hamstrings, glutes, and then obviously from the front, that small waist. That's what wins bikini competitions. And so I was texting her and told her how I noticed that some of the girls didn't have as well developed glutes. And then suddenly that became the thing that Jazzy would say to me. She would text me, because glutes, while I was feeling nervous. And then I went out for prejudging at NPC Nationals, and I was in the first call-outs. I was beyond the moon. I didn't even know what was happening. And when I got put towards the center, I knew that things were going to go really well. And I went off stage feeling very excited. And so for the rest of that trip, the Because Glutes thing kind of stuck. And Jasmine was so sweet and supportive and encouraging, and knew that my glutes were my source of confidence when I was insecure. So when I started my motivational workshops in January, my first motivational workshop was in Salt Lake City, and I decided that I wanted to have some sort of memento to be able to sell at the workshops, and so we made tank tops, and the tank top said, "Because glutes." It was the only phrase that I could think of that was unique to me, and that would basically give the message that whatever you are confident about, because we all have insecurities, lots of insecurities. That's a fact of life. I don't think there's anyone in the world who is 100% confident 100% of the time. But find whatever it is that makes you feel confident in yourself, that you're proud of, that you know you've worked for, or that you know is your upper hand. Whatever that is about you, that's your because glutes. So I wanted to give you guys that explanation and also give a little public thank you to Jasmine Schmalhaus for helping to bring that phrase to life. And thank you to you all for all of the support you're showing me and buying the Because Glutes tank tops. It means so much to me that you guys care and support and are willing to be along this crazy journey of mine. So thank you. And Because Glutes.